Coming up next on
Not the 9 to 5 podcast. Christmas special.
Suddenly cheese becomes a thing at Christmas.
Freelancing at Christmas is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for why. The guilt.
The break guilt.
Of doing the big...
Okay.
That's not the words. I mean, it's not that I don't like people, they're just annoying. There once was a girl named Francesca. And the we're walking in the air.
Be bold, be brave, and believe.
Welcome to Not the 9 to 5.
The podcast for freelancers
By freelancers.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out,
Join us as we share insights, tips and stories.
to help you thrive in the world of independent work.
I'm Kat.
And I'm Francesca.
We are two freelancers exploring the highs, lows
And everything in between. So grab your coffee, kick back,
and let's dive into another episode of Not the 9 to 5.
Oh, is guilty.
This is such a nice sweater. I'm guilty of...
Is guilty of complimenting someone's ugly sweater just to be nice. You're guilty of peeking in your friend's medicine cabinet.
Katheryn.
Are you stealing drugs from me?
No, you're guilty of that. I'm guilty of
Oh.
telling you that your jumper's pretty when it's not.
It's beautiful. Look, it's got a dog on it. It's got a dog on it.
Katheryn Siggers.
Francesca Marago.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh my God. I can't believe we've gotten to... This is our second Christmas together on the pod.
It is.
The
Because
second Christmas.
we thought it'd be fun. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Lola, we did.
We have a little guest on the show today, little
Yes, we
mascot.
do.
This is Lola.
We thought it'd be fun to start the podcast a year ago before the new year because why not?
We did.
And now we're back again
We are.
a year later.
Can't believe it.
Can't
One
believe.
whole year.
It's gone so
madness.
fast, hasn't it? It's gone fast,
It's
hasn't
gone
it?
fast.
So it would be really nice to know what your Christmas traditions are and yours, Lola.
And yours,
if you care
Lola.
to tell us.
Do you know
Do you want
them?
to get into my
I
shop?
feel like she knows that the camera's on.
Yeah. 'Cause she didn't do this
100%.
before.
No, she was laying over there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was totally fine. Christmas traditions, you said that you make sausage rolls from scratch.
Yeah, sausage rolls and mince pies from scratch. All of it.
But do you actually make it with mince though, like the traditional way?
Like mince meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, in the mince pie?
What do you mean? What, actual
mince
beef?
pies used to be with mince, right?
Like beef mince?
Whatever mince you like, but I think beef, yeah.
I've never heard this. Please, someone clarify this for us. No, just the normal mincemeat you get in mince pies
Okay.
with the sultanas and stuff.
Oh, I hate that.
I know you do.
Ugh.
Yeah, so we do the mince pies, we do the sausage rolls, and then we'll like have them for lunch.
Will you do that on the day of Christmas or like the day
Christmas
before?
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
And so we'll have that for like our lunch. And then we'll usually have like a bit of a naughty meal on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Like little picky bits, you know, like freezer food. And that sounds really bad. But
Yeah,
like
I love
mozzarella
those.
sticks. You've got your little
Spring
arancini
rolls.
balls, spring rolls,
Yeah.
all of that kind of
Prawn,
stuff.
crackers and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Eve, me and my dad usually go to the pub and then we'll go to midnight mass.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's actually
we
so
do.
nice. I didn't think you'd go to midnight mass.
Yeah, well, I was brought up Church of England.
Yeah.
I was brought up Christian.
Yeah.
Well, Christian Church of England.
Yeah.
So although I wouldn't say I'm a deeply religious person, there is something magical about going to church at Christmas. Like something about bringing in Christmas Day at a church, singing like carols and stuff.
Well, being with your family
And
as
being,
well.
yeah, and it's just me and my dad that go as well. So it's quite a nice like bonding time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's so
What
nice.
about you? What do you do on Christmas?
Well, Christmas Eve is we normally have like friends over for like the cheeky nibbles that you get from Tesco's 3 for 2, you know, when you have like the appetizers of, like you said, spring rolls and like wontons and whatever.
Love it.
And so we'll make those, like we'll bring out the salami that we've been storing the whole year from Italy.
Yes.
That comes out, all the cheeses. Suddenly cheese becomes a thing at Christmas, so we bring that out. Is your eye okay?
Well, I hit it, for anyone who doesn't know, I hit it with it feels like I've got something in it.
Yeah, I saw something.
What a cracker of an episode this has turned out to be.
So good, guys.
Wonderful. I'm loving it. Right. So
basically,
that's Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And we go to midnight mass.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Me and my mum normally go. My cousin's coming for Christmas this year, so he'll be coming along for the traditions.
That'd be nice.
Yes, that's nice. And then Christmas Day, we have like a ritual, like you have to open your Christmas presents like at the start of the day.
Yeah.
Lots of people wait till the end of the day.
I am always shocked because I'm sorry, that's you get up in your pajamas or your dressing gown or whatever, and you sit with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and you open your presents.
Latte for me.
Okay, I just have instant, but there we go.
That's fine. Even on Christmas, she has.
Even on Christmas, I have instant. Yes. So this is a nice bangle.
Thanks.
Where'd you get it from?
Well, my mum got it as a gift.
Yeah.
From the salon, and then I thought I'll just wear it.
Did she not give it? Did she give it to you?
She was like, "Look, I got this," and I was like, "But you're not going to wear this. I'll wear it." So there you go, guys. It's cute. Isn't
I
it?
really like it.
I'm kind of in the gold era.
You are in a gold era. You got your gold earrings. You got your gold ring.
And I've changed my little piercings to
like
a rose
gold. It's
gold.
like a moon and a star and a diamond.
Starry night.
Shines so bright.
I know. Thanks.
It sounds like the start of a Christmas book. There once was a girl named Francesca. No, I was just going to do a Christmas story about you. She shined so bright throughout the whole of the town.
Please
the town was called Ealing, and she loved it.
Yes, that's so good.
You're welcome.
It should really go into a storybook.
I know.
Moving on.
Right,
back
moving
to Christmas.
Right, so Christmas Day. So you do the presents first. Then
the
what do you do?
The fire goes on. The fireplace goes on.
Obviously.
And then we do the presents, and then we have like family calls, like my family from Italy will call, or Croatia, or whoever, and we just like go through the process of calling and chatting, FaceTiming, whatever.
Yeah.
My dad's there with his bin bag ready for all the wrapping paper.
Mine too.
Like it's like an obsession.
It is. It's like as soon as he's like ripping it out of your hand. No, I've not. I've barely even touched
the paper first.
Sometimes I like the paper. I'm like, I really want to just keep that.
Do you keep them?
No, I don't keep it, but I want to keep it for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because that's really nice.
Yeah.
Or if someone's done a present up really lovely, I'm like, oh, I just want to take my time. And Dad's like, they're ready. Like it's a race.
I know.
I think that's just a generic dad thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And my dad's pretty much straight in the kitchen, getting the turkey ready. He'll like make it the day before.
Yeah. And
then because he's like into his cooking, he had a restaurant for those people who don't know. So like cooking is like such a big thing in our house. Yeah. So he'll make the turkey. And then he'll like basically sort of finish it off in the morning and make all the veg,
cute.
like cauliflower, cheese, and all of that kind of stuff, which is nice. Makes his own gravy.
Oh, very nice.
Which is really nice.
Yeah.
So it's just a day of feasting, to be honest.
Yeah.
To the point where we can't really move. What do you do after then your meal? Like, do you have turkey?
Yeah, we have turkey. Yeah, turkey, gammon, sausages.
Oh, okay.
Bacon rolls, like little, like instead of like pigs in blankets, my mum does little rolled bacon. Like she wraps the bacon up.
Yeah.
And then she does chipolatas.
Nice.
So we have like both
the long ones.
The long ones. So I don't really know. And then we have stuffing with sausage meat layers.
Oh, okay.
So much meat on the table.
What kind of stuffing though?
Sage it's Paxo. Sage and onion.
Oh, okay. Obviously.
It's Paxo.
You don't get the fresh one.
I didn't know you could get a fresh one.
What do you mean? Yeah. Tesco's finest, guys.
Well, Paxo.
Sage and onion.
Pretty good.
So good.
Anyway. So our days are pretty similar because I do
Yorkshire Pud though. Do you have a Yorkshire
Absolutely
Pud?
not. I don't like Yorkshire puddings. No, I can't stand them.
That's like highlight.
They're too soggy, like stodgy and soggy, and they don't float my boat. Yeah, no. not really. We have panettone in the morning, or panettone, I don't know how you say it.
Panettone.
Yeah. A panettone.
Oh, so you have that for breakfast?
We have that for breakfast, yeah.
Because you like raisins.
I do love a
I
raisin.
hate it.
And then we'll go around and see my nan.
Nice.
And then we'll usually FaceTime with my brother in Australia.
Nice.
With nan, and she doesn't understand the concept of like an iPad.
Oh,
so I'll
God.
like tether it to my phone because she doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Right.
And then she'll be looking at him, but not sure. Like she thinks it's like a video playing because she just doesn't know.
So she doesn't.
She doesn't know that she needs to answer back, and we're like, Nan, it's like a phone call, but you can see him. Yeah. And then it's every year we go through the whole same thing. So bless her. So we do that, and then we'll talk with John and Laura, his wife, after that with my mum when we get back. And then we'll do food. Me and my mum are usually in the kitchen. And then, yeah.
But what drinks do you have? That's the question, isn't it?
Well, the question is, what don't we have?
Is it gin?
No.
Is it cider?
No.
Is it champagne?
So usually we used to start, now I don't know if you ever had this, winter Pimm's.
No.
Oh my God, they don't sell it anymore. They discontinued it. It was so upsetting.
Oh no.
So we used to have winter Pimm's to start with. But now I think we have like hot cider, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And then we have, well, whatever's on the go. I might have like a little Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
Drink wine on Christmas normally rather than beer.
Okay.
Or we might do like a little bottle of bubbly or something.
Oh yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't really know what I'm going to be in the mood for, so I just have everything.
Yeah, and then you have a selection.
Yeah, exactly. What about you? What do you drink?
It's quite difficult, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, Asti Spumante, if you know it, or Asti Spumante. It's like this sweet dessert wine that you have, like Italian sweet dessert wine. So it's sweet bubbles, basically. Yeah. But we sometimes have that in the morning.
Yeah.
Or we'll have, my mum likes a gin and tonic, or she loves a rosé, barefoot rosé.
Love
everyone
a barefoot
knows
rosé.
That's a sweet one.
Do you know what I like? Rosé Prosecco as well.
Oh, okay, mixed.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. It's nice, but it's a bit dry Prosecco.
It can be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm partial to on Christmas Day? What? Actually, there's two things. Firstly, a glass of port after dinner.
That is so traditional.
It is traditional, isn't it? The second thing, now, my mum laughed at me when I started drinking this, is sherry.
Oh God.
I love a little sherry. Well, my old nan, she was my great nan, but we called her old nan because she was old.
Lovely.
Logical, as kids. She used to have a glass of sherry, and I was like, I wonder what that is. And then as I got older, I used to have it with my nan and granddad. And like when I was like sort of 14, 15, little glass after dinner or something. That's around cute. Christmas time. And then the other, I think it was literally last year, my dad went, do you fancy a bottle of sherry? And I was like, well, yeah, go on then.
Not a glass, a bottle.
Yeah, but because we weren't at a pub or anything. We were at home.
Yeah.
So he went round to the corner shop. This was on Christmas Day. He went round to the corner shop, bought a bottle of Harvey's.
Oh yeah.
And then
lots of people love
I had that. And then now every year for like Christmas and Easter, I'll always get a bottle of sherry from them. So I haven't had a sherry for ages.
I don't think I've really tried it, to be honest.
It's really nice. It's very sweet. And I know it's an old lady drink, but I like it. There's something warming about it.
I just go for the Baileys. Baileys is
Are you a Baileys girl?
Absolutely.
I don't mind it, but it's a bit
it's
rich.
Creamy. Yeah, but I do love creamy drinks.
She does, in fairness.
So Baileys, or like they bring out different editions now. Like they have the strawberries and cream one, the caramel one, the chocolate one. But the original is by far the best.
Yeah.
So me and my mum will have that. And we'll play some games.
We play games.
Christmas games.
We always have one new game every year.
Yeah.
And then all the games we normally play.
Yeah. Like what?
Like Uno.
Love that.
Classic.
Love
Frustration.
It.
Classic. What else do we play? Jenga sometimes. Depends what mood we're in. Or we play this board game called Going Underground.
What's that?
Well, I got it when I was like 12 years old for a birthday one time. And it's basically the tube, right? And at each tube, it's like set around like the London Zoo.
Yeah.
And so the premise of it is there's all these different animals at all the different stations, and you get 4 cards. And those 4 cards, you have to find the animal, and there's like little counters that you kind of turn over, and then every time you go to a different station, you can turn the counter over.
Right.
If it's your animal, you can take the animal, and then whoever has all the animals wins. All the animals that they have on their cards, they win, but they have to get back to London Zoo to put the animals back
in.
Yeah.
What a game. What a game.
I love it. It's great. We should play it sometime.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm actually looking for a new game to buy for Christmas. So maybe
going underground. Well, you know the tube so well because you're a Londoner, aren't you?
Love it.
You love that tube.
Yeah, it's.
Do you know what? Sorry, going back to alcohol as well. Yeah. Do you know what I always have around Christmas time that I'll never have any other time of the year?
No.
Little Irish coffee.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Little Irish coffee. Well, I do until Christmas rolls around, and then it's usually my dad that's like, "Do you want a little Irish coffee?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
that's really nice, actually."
Yeah.
No, that's really nice
with the cream and everything.
The other day, I went for some Christmas lights at Kew.
Oh, nice!
And I had an amaretto hot chocolate.
Oh,
so good. So I might make that this year. Actually,
that could be quite nice and a little alternative.
Yeah.
To
what? A hot chocolate?
No, the Irish coffee.
Oh, it's Irish coffee, yeah.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Because my dog on my shirt would say otherwise.
Guys, can we take a minute to like have a look at this?
Can we also, I'm sorry, can we also take a minute to see that I am in pink.
I know.
I'm in pink. Can we see this?
Look, Merry Woofmas, and I've got Santa on a
moped. On a moped. There they are.
There we go. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Primark, guys. £12.
£12. Non-spawn.
Non-spawn.
Although if you want to sponsor us, we
feel free to. Absolutely. Or buy us a coffee. We created a link.
We did.
On our website. It's on our socials. If you just click it and you want to buy a coffee for us.
Coffee.
It helps us.
It does help us keep running the podcast and bringing you all of this content that you want.
Beautiful, obviously. Stunning content.
All of this. Reindeer included.
You're welcome.
Right. These items aren't cheap.
Oh yeah, you can't see the reindeer here, but it's over there.
It's over here. Let me show everyone. There it is. It's my new boyfriend. My boyfriend or girlfriend. Or
friend.
Okay, right. Let's get into now. I do feel like it is time to talk about work.
Yeah, it's nice to link in the freelance to the Christmas.
You've got to, because freelancing at Christmas is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for why. The guilt.
The break guilt.
Exactly. And it's one of those things that you have to keep telling yourself it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to take a break.
Yeah.
Because we're human, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
The downfall is, I think the downside is we don't get paid for our breaks. And that's difficult. I think that's why I personally feel guilty. How do you feel about taking a break?
I find I twiddle my thumbs a lot if I don't have much to do. Like I'm always active mentally. Like my brain is always moving at a fast pace. So if I don't have anything to do or I've decided to take a break, I feel guilty. Yeah. It's hard to do that.
What do you try and do to help with that mental struggle? Do you because you say you're always on? Do you read a book or anything?
I've actually taken up sewing.
Right, this is a podcast exclusive.
So
sewing. When did this start?
Well, I thought in order to quieten my brain, it might be good to do something a bit intricate so I can focus on it. So I ordered these little really cute cat ornaments with ugly sweaters on that I've started to knit. And you follow the instructions and you attach the shirt and then you create you put sequins on and stuff like that. It's a whole thing.
Serious?
Yeah, I've got a picture somewhere. I'll show you. So yeah, it's really cool. And I thought, but you know what? I don't have the patience. I've noticed. At first I was like, I'm going to do all 6 cats, and then I'm going to put them on my tree because they're like tree ornaments. I've only done 2. And the first one is like catastrophic. Like if I can
but
find
it's
a
cool
photo,
to learn a new skill, isn't it?
Well, my mum used to do this a lot when I was growing up, but she has more patience than
because
I
I feel like that would be helpful to sort of quieten your. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually.
Look, guys, little kitty cat.
I actually think that's quite good. I don't think I'd be able to do that.
It's not perfection, as you can see.
Yeah, but that's what you need to let go of.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I've decided to do something like this.
Oh, I'm proud
where
of you.
I'm not naturally good at it.
Yeah. Which pains you.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
my mum's like, it's okay to not be perfect.
Yeah, it's literally fine. No one's perfect at everything.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing to quieten my mind a bit.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to do that, Amazon have a bunch of different things you can order, and then you can get sewing like me.
I used to knit when I was like in my teenage years.
Oh my God.
Genuine. I was never very good at it though. It wasn't very good. I took it up because I had my jaw surgery.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna need something to do when I'm like I literally had to sit still for like ages in order for the healing to happen. And I had no energy because I couldn't eat anything. So I was just doing knitting. I think I did a scarf.
Oh, that's good. You still have it?
No. I think it was pretty terrible. I think it has some holes in it. But do you know what I want to take up? Like pottery or something like that.
That's cool.
Like I think that would be quite cool to do. But you have to have a space to dedicate to it. And I don't have that right now.
Well, you can do like little pottery workshops and stuff.
That's
true. You have to travel in to London. Can you do that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know because do you know what? It's quite horrific in London at the moment.
It's great, guys.
It's too busy. There's like too many people. Yeah, if you're like me and you don't like people or big crowds, I mean, it's not that I don't like people; they're just annoying. They're just constantly in my way, especially if I know where I want to go.
Well, we celebrated the pod the other day for 1 year, and we got there, and it was like Leicester Square was heaving, and Kat was like, "I'm a celeb, get me out of here." And I'm like, "Look, it's so nice with the Christmas lights, and
literally." And I was like, "Get me to the bar."
And she's like,
and then we got to the bar, and it was fine.
It was actually not bad. Yeah,
it wasn't too bad at all. But I left at like 9.
Who does that?
Well, I had to catch my train back, didn't I?
At 9 on a Friday.
Do you know what? It was overwhelming. What can I say? But it was nice. It was really nice. We got to catch up with loads of people that we hadn't seen for ages.
It was nice, yeah. Sure.
And obviously celebrate 1 year of the podcast.
Yeah.
And then you took some pictures of me that I looked like Casper the Ghost. Yeah. No, let's not show everyone.
You don't want to show them?
I look like I'm ill.
Oh,
like I
was the flash.
I look like I am actually ill. Like I have got something really severely wrong with me.
Here it is.
No, genuine, everyone.
It's so good.
I'm not even kidding you.
There it is.
Look at this. This is horrible. Look how white I look.
Right. Can it focus?
I actually look really ill. Look how ill I look. I look like I'm...
There you go.
Thanks.
That's all right. That's all right.
But look, I'm not that white.
You're not white.
I'm not white.
You're not super, super white, like pale.
Not like that.
No, not like
I've
that.
never seen myself like that before. Because I'm naturally like, I mean, I've not got a tan at the moment, but I'm not white. Like pale white. Am I?
No, you're not pale white.
But I know I have not got a tan at the moment, but...
Do you want to say that again?
If anyone wants to sponsor us and buy me a holiday, that would be great.
Anyway,
back to business.
So, like, also,
I just had a brain fart.
And I was going to say another thing, like in the time where you're off, or like you're prepping for the new year, maybe like do a reflection thing of like looking back at what you've actually done this year. What do you want to do more of that you did this year or hadn't done?
Yes,
and like try and find ways that you can develop yourself or showcase that work.
Definitely. I do that actually every single year,
Yeah.
usually on like New Year's Eve or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go down and I'll literally write down everything I've achieved that year, be it business or personal, and I'll go, okay, I've achieved X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then I'll look. And most of the time I'm surprised at how much I actually have done, because it's those smaller things that you don't realize you're doing. And then you look back and you go, oh my God, like for example, this year, like we started lecturing for Film London.
Yeah.
Like I'll look back at that and I'll go, wow, at the moment I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm just teaching. But actually that's a really big achievement for us.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick.
Yes. Thanks,
you,
Nick. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Nick's the one that got us
involved.
He got
that gig for
really
us,
lovely.
and now they want us back, don't they?
Yeah, they
January
booked us again. Jan, let's go.
There we go.
2025.
Let's go.
We booked a job.
Woo woo!
Woo!
I love that feeling. Yeah. I really like to do that,
sorry.
and then just going through and like not making them like, when you think about the future, like the next year coming ahead, like try not to make it things like, for example, I want to be in Hollywood next year, which has been written on my list before.
Yeah.
But I can write that, but I need to write the steps to get there too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's like, okay, right, I have this big goal, but how am I going to get there?
It's all about the micro goals to get to the big
goals.
goal.
Thank you, Safia. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love those micro goals. I do them, and I do what she does as well now, which is plan my day the day before.
That's good.
And I'll schedule like what I'm going to do during the day, so I get everything done that I need to do.
We love that.
Yes.
We love that.
And do the most important things first as well. I think that's great. That's great advice.
What's the priorities?
Mm-hmm.
Some people like lack an online database for their work. Like if you're like anti-social media or whatever, like I know it's not for everyone, but for some careers or some like work, like some work avenues can really work with Instagram 100%. Or LinkedIn. Or I know that this year you started posting loads of stuff on your LinkedIn about like, this is what I've done this week, or this is what I think about today, and those little things help you connect with your community. It's
been so beneficial.
Yeah, you get a presence that way.
Yeah. So many people reach out to me being like, oh, I love following your journey, or like, oh, I've been following you for a while. And I've picked up some clients through that as well. Like I've picked up about 5 or 6 coaching clients just from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And I'm not even, it's marketing without marketing, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like it's not really marketing.
Well, you just get into
you're just talking about yourself.
Mode of doing it.
Exactly. And a little tip from myself to you is, you want to talk about yourself, but you also want to be giving that valuable advice and knowledge. So that you become one of those well-respected and well thought of voices within the community, whatever your community is.
For sure. And then like, over Christmas, it's an expensive time. Maybe try and put some money aside, because in January, the tax man will come knocking and will want some tax paid. So
did you know I've already put my tax return in for this year? Thank you.
That is so good,
isn't it?
So good.
I usually leave it till January.
That's really good. When did you do it?
October.
Round
I know. What
everyone.
can I say?
It's a Christmas miracle. This is the the biggest Christmas gift you could have given to me.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
It's really good.
You're welcome.
I did mine like in May, but that's me though.
I'm getting there. I'm getting better.
Anyway. So and then sort of networking as well. There's lots of events at Christmas that you can go to and network, or just like have fun. You never know who you're going to meet.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to chat about what you do, because the next person could be your next job.
Always.
Yeah.
And I think as well, it's hard work, because we don't have Christmas parties. That's why we had one in London, wasn't it? But like I had this dream of doing the big
life on Mars.
That's not the words.
What is it? It's like that, isn't it? I dreamed a dream
of time gone by.
Oh my god.
It's from Les Mis.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. You're not the musical.
No. I mean, I have multiple times. Okay. I love Les Mis. I did my work experience there actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I still meet up. You know Nick, who came to the show, theatre manager? Do you remember the one who had
Oh,
his
yeah,
cut-
yeah,
his
yeah.
leg in a cast?
Yeah.
He was the theatre manager at
Oh,
Les Mis at the time, and that's how I know him.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it was really cool. I was like 14.
Fun fact.
What was I saying now? Oh, I
You
had
had a dream.
I had a dream about doing like a freelance Christmas meetup in London, but making it like a big event.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, maybe we can organise that.
We can work towards it.
We can work towards it because the community of you guys deserve a Christmas party too.
100%.
Because we don't get Christmas parties as freelancers, and I think that sucks.
Yeah.
I think that because everyone else is having a nice time out there.
Yeah.
And we have to do
We're
it
not.
ourselves. So why don't we are, but
we
we have to create that for ourselves.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would just like to, I think I'd like to do that next year, Francesca. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
For sure. We can organise it. We'll do like a poll on our Insta.
Yeah.
And see who's interested in turning up, and then we can like rent a space
Love
and
that.
have a boogie.
Have a little boogie.
I wanted to go and talk a little bit about like the year of the pod before we move on to our special game.
Oh my gosh. Right. Well,
like it has been a whirlwind.
It has. Tell me what your highlight has been.
I think meeting so many people like that I didn't expect we would connect with, or they'd want to speak to us, you know, because it is just like you reach out to people that you think are really interesting and have really interesting freelance careers. They're not the same as ours though.
No.
But I thought that was really cool because we connected with people from like Australia, from New Zealand, from South Africa, like everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how social media and the podcast can bring you those people.
I know. It's literally crazy.
So I would say that's one of my highlights. What about you?
I would say similar in the fact that we have been able to reach so many different people with so many different careers. And I think the real highlight for me has been learning from my peers through the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got so many different tips and tricks just to make my freelancing career better, more profitable, more interesting, more fulfilling.
Yeah.
And it keeps the faith. Like I think when I'm editing the podcast, I always listen back to it and it reinstills that sense of faith in my career and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I think without that, like I would probably have spiraled at some point this year. During this year of freelancing, guess how many times I've spiraled?
How many?
None.
That's great.
None. I've had no freelance spirals this year. Not proper big meltdowns, I'm going to quit and get a 9-to-5. Because I feel a sense of belonging, I suppose, that I've never felt before, and a purpose. And like, it would be so ironic if the girl from the 9-to-5, not the 9-to-5, I mean, went back to a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
So I'm almost like, there's faith there that I can do this. And like, I will be successful at it, or am successful at it.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, in terms of work, I've been consistently going now since March of this year, with like every month it has been a brilliant month by all accounts. Some see me better than others, but generally I'm doing pretty good for myself right now. That's a first for me in my freelancing career.
Yeah.
And I think that's down to the mindset that keeps coming back to me through editing the podcast and hearing what other people have to say and taking those nuggets again for the second time after the interview. I think that,
I mean, this year's been for me like one of the toughest years. Emotionally, financially, like everything. And it's been like one knockback after another for me. And like getting back up again and then getting knocked and getting back up again. And I'm very glad to see the end of this year, to be honest. It's been a lot of learning, a lot of change, a lot of transition, but I feel that this cycle is coming to an end, which is really nice.
End of the retrograde, you said.
End of the retrograde tomorrow. But it's not. I can't lie. It's been a hard freelancing year for me personally.
But that's why it's important to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because no two freelancers' careers
No.
are ever going to be the same.
And we always talk about the realness on this pod
Yeah,
anyway. Like,
you
we're not
have
going to
to.
sugarcoat and be like, guys, we earned this much this year and it's been great, and
No.
there's been no issues. Like, we've
There's
had
been
our own
many an
share of
issue.
like
There's been
issues.
so many issues.
You know, the podcast got to a point at one point that Kat and I were not seeing eye to eye.
No, we weren't.
We had our arguments. Like, the pod nearly
nearly
shut.
It was just a tricky time, and my grandmother's been ill this year as well, and that's been really tricky. And so it's dealing with like real life stuff as well, and on top of work, and sometimes that can manifest into your work life. You know, and so and we've just but we've gotten through that, and I think I feel like our relationship is much more honest and open and like stronger now. Don't you think?
Like, I don't feel like there's any, we're on the same wavelength
page.
Like, we know exactly what everyone's doing, like what we're dealing with how we're working, and we both respect each other's like working ways. And you know, when you work in a collaboration, that's what you need to do. I think sometimes you have to go through like the unknown and the struggles in order to know what your format is. And we're so glad that we still are going and are being able to chat freelance with you.
Exactly. Right. Before we go on to a game, I actually just want to ask you, what piece of advice are you going to give everyone going into the new year?
I always say this, but it's the truth. Be bold, be brave, and believe in you as a person and the work that you do, because you're not stupid, you're not inexperienced, or, you know, if you have to have a certain amount of experience, like, it doesn't matter. I think as long as you have the confidence and you have the right outlook, you're going to get there. So believe, be bold, be brave.
Love that. I think along the similar lines, like, be truthful to yourself. Don't take no for an answer. And decide what you want and go out there and get it. I know that's what I'm going to be mainly doing this year. So I'm going to be focused. I think I've put that off this year because I've had a great year, but I haven't exactly been doing the jobs that I really, really, really want to do. I've been doing jobs that are great, but I know what I want next year and I'm going to go out and get it. And I challenge you all to do that as well, because it's hard. So it's hard to do it. It's hard to push yourself to do it. So I'm going to push you to do what you want next year, to go out, to set a goal and go out and get it. And if you want, tell us that goal and we'll hold you accountable to it, because accountability is key in this job. Let us know what your goals are. It would be good to know. I'd love to know that. Okay, what game do you want to play then? We're going to do the Christmas 5-second rule game. That's the game. It's a new game for the Christmas special. There we go. Sorry, everyone. So the aim of the game is it's a fast-paced game where players have 5 seconds to name 3 things in a given category. And are we doing it in turns? We could do it in turns, yeah. Yeah? Or are we both doing it? We've got 9 categories. Okay. So we can do 1 each. Yeah, okay, got you. Do you want to do it like that? Yeah. Or do you want to do the same of each? No, I think 1 of each. Yeah. Okay, do you want to start? Okay, cool. 5 seconds, okay? Yeah. Name 3 Christmas movies. 5, The Holiday, 4, Home Alone, and 3. Elf. Yes. Thank you. Okay, name 3 things you put on a tree. Baubles, 1. Tinsel, lights. Did it in 3. Okay. God. Name 3 reindeer that don't start with R. What? 3 reindeer that don't start with R, the letter R. 5, 4, 3. Oh my God. 2. Ralph, 1. Robert, that and doesn't start with R. Doesn't. Oh. Right, can we do that again? Yeah. Okay, go. 5. Dancer, 4, Prancer, Vixen, 3. Boom. Yes. Okay. Right, okay. Name 3 Christmas carols. Silent 5, Night, Jingle 4, Bells, 3.
Rudolph
2.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Name 3 foods people eat at a Christmas dinner. 5.
Turkey,
4,
gammon,
3.
sausage.
Yes. Quite good. We're quite good at this.
We are really good.
Apart from
I'm shouting though. I'm like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
That'd be great to edit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Name 3 gifts you wouldn't want to receive.
Black
5.
hole.
4.
Dirt.
3.
And a toy car.
1. Should I give that to you? You're definitely more than 5
I
seconds.
know, I definitely was.
You
That's
definitely
hard.
was.
Because that was a free-for-all, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was.
I'd like to ask you that one, to be fair.
Go on then.
Name 3 gifts you wouldn't want to receive.
Okay.
5. 4,
Black bin bags,
3,
mouldy oranges,
2,
and
1.
tomatoes.
That's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was crap at that.
Okay.
Is it me to you?
Yeah.
Name 3 characters in Christmas stories or movies.
Okay.
5.
The Grinch,
4,
the Snowman,
3,
Jack
2.
Frost.
The Snowman and Jack Frost is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, Frosty the
Jack
Snowman
Frost.
is Jack Frost.
No, Jack Frost. I'm thinking of the character in the film, Jack Frost. He's not a snowman. And I'm thinking of the snowman from The Snowman.
So diplomatic, of
right?
you.
The Snowman. Have you ever
Yeah.
ever read that book? It's the We're Walking in the Air.
Wow,
That one.
is so good.
So tuneful.
Please put that in the
Yeah,
intro.
you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Name 3 things Santa does on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Ready? 5.
He rides a sleigh.
4.
He eats carrots.
3.
And he delivers presents.
Oh, that was good.
know.
I don't think I would have done that.
I was going to say cookies, but I thought carrots was a bit.
Carrots is the better
Yeah,
one.
for the reindeer.
Right.
Or him.
Yeah.
Anyway. name 3 places where you can see Christmas lights.
Okay. Oxford
5,
Street,
4, 3,
Berlin City,
2,
and New York.
Berlin City.
Only 'cause I've just been
you've
there.
been there. Yeah, I love that.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh my god!
Oh, that was so nice.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
What a fun little
I
Christmas
loved that.
app.
Okay. Do we have anything else to say?
No, just, have a great Christmas, everyone.
Take time for yourself.
Have a great new year.
Yeah.
2025 is going to be the year.
We are going to smash it. Let's be honest.
We're all going to smash it.
Every single one of us.
Thanks so much for following on.
Yes,
for
for
listening,
listening, for sharing,
for being,
subscribing.
for seeing. What does she say in Friends?
Who?
Oh, Joey. What does Joey
Oh,
say?
for having
For
and
holding.
loving and receiving.
Receiving.
Oh my God. Do you remember when we did
Yeah,
that?
I know.
Ah!
So good, so good.
Oh my God.
so
That's a story we can't tell.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And, have a drink on us.
Have a drink on us, for us,
For
not on
us.
us, because that implies
Does that
we're
mean we're
paying.
paying?
And I, quite frankly, I love you all, but no. Maybe at our Christmas party next year, we might do some free drinks.
Yeah.
Have a great one, everyone. Take some time for yourself.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to
Not the 9 to 5 podcast.
If you like this episode, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel, where we release weekly podcasts every Monday.
Comment below to let us know who you'd like to see next on our podcast.
Give this video a thumbs up and maybe share it with a freelance friend or two.
Until next week, everyone.
Keep freelancing.